Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is brought to you in part by Jen Air, where innovation has finally caught up with your appetite for the extraordinary.
Today we're going to be cooking in a Jen Air kitchen on this gorgeous slide-in range that is seamless and so beautiful, and we are at Builder Source Appliance Gallery where you can come and see this kitchen. My guest, you're back.
I'm back.
Ariane from Cervantes Products line. You made the most wonderful calabacitas for me last time.
Oh, thank
so
you.
Healthy, so good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you have another one today.
I know, and it's healthy. Again, I love it when you come because we make healthy food. So tell me about the dish you're making today.
Well, actually, you know, I've encouraged our customers to submit their own recipes. And in this case, we're going to be using a recipe that my cousin submitted, Alicia.
And your beautiful cousin helped with the preparation of this.
She did.
And
she did.
She was telling us, you know, so this dish is called?
We're going to call it the Cervantes Chicken Tortilla Soup.
Okay.
We have to add our name to everything,
Absolutely.
don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's get started. What we've done is we've boiled our chicken breasts, okay? And we reserved just a little bit of the chicken stock so that we could add that to our chicken broth.
Okay.
Now, those chicken breasts can be boiled the night before, so that's kind of
That's what your cousin Alicia
right.
said, to make it easier.
Exactly.
And little prep, like the prep ahead of time, and that way
Right.
dinner's ready when the kids come home,
Right,
or family
exactly.
comes by, and
We're also
you're ready to go.
Exactly. We're also going to add our red chili sauce. Now, this is a favorite of our family as well as theirs, the red chili sauce. And what that will do is give it a nice, bold, spicy touch.
Now this is from your product line. Where
Yes.
People can buy these in stores.
Major grocery stores, natural food stores, at Costco.
At Costco?
Yeah,
I've seen it at Costco. And this makes it so easy.
So easy.
You're not making the red chili too.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is we're just going to continue to add things. And this is something that Alicia's taught me, because I have to tell you, I thought it was brilliant when she said, we want to do tortilla soup. And I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. So we've added our broth, we've added our stock, we've added our onions, we've added the Cervantes red chili sauce, which is made from only New Mexico grown red chilies, right?
Gotta love that.
Sun-dried. Okay, and so we're gonna add a little bit of tomato. The tomato, just to give a little depth of flavor, also has green chilies in it.
Yummy.
Yeah. And then
So you're getting a little red, a little green.
Little green.
A lot of red, little green.
Yeah. And then, of course, you're gonna mince up your garlic, a couple of cloves of garlic. And this recipe is really easy to follow, and I think you guys have the recipe.
Yeah, it's on southwesthotschefs.com.
That's right.
Yeah, and you have some recipes on your website as well.
Exactly.
On CervantesSalsa.com.
Exactly.
And what's cool is you also have an area on your website that people can submit their recipes and say, you know, give ideas on how they use the product line from Cervantes
Right.
in ways that maybe some of us haven't thought of.
Right. Well, you know, as manufacturers, not that we're boring or anything, but what happens is that we tend to want to use our product line in the same sort of traditional entrees.
Yeah.
Which would mean enchiladas, burritos, tacos. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
And here's another one. And then our other little touch is half and half in this case. Now you can use a heavy cream, but again, if you want to reduce a little bit of that yummy fat, you can use a half and half.
Look at that color. Now
Yeah, that's beautiful, isn't it?
tortilla soup, you don't always think of it as being creamy, but that to me is the best way to make it.
So we're going to add our corn.
You look like you know what you're doing.
Well, we'll find out.
Oh yeah, magical television.
That's right. So now this is all ready to go. So we'll let that simmer for a little bit. You haven't tasted any of our great salsa.
Oh, I haven't. And I'm glad you brought your whole product line, so I'm glad you brought some for me to try. I appreciate that.
And we have our salsas made with either jalapenos or green chilies. Again, green chilies grown right here in New Mexico. Lower sodium products.
That's the green chili. And then the jalapeno, this is medium?
That's the medium. We make it in hot and mild. Not a lot of call for mild in New Mexico, but really sells nicely on our internet site, the mild does, because family and friends, they lose their ability to withstand a lot of heat when they move away because they don't eat it every day like we do. So the mild's a nice touch for them.
Yeah, they can't. They have to get back into game shape and try this. I could go for the spicy. I've been here a long time. I could have the
There
spicy,
you
but that, I mean, the flavor's so good. Not too overpowering salty. I mean, you don't have like a strong salty taste when you taste it.
Right. Well, you want to
Especially
be
with the
able.
salt on the chip. It's just a better flavor. You get the flavor of the chili and a little cilantro.
Well, and you want it. That's it. You want to be able to taste all the fresh ingredients that are used: fresh jalapenos, fresh green chili, all of that.
Have you ever seen someone pile that much salsa on a chip before?
No, I haven't. You're doing a great job.
You underestimated me.
Now, one of the things that we are going to use for our garnish, once we plate it up, and we have some ready to go, we're going to do a nice avocado. We're going to have our little tortilla strips, and again, the tortilla strips can be done the evening before.
You guys just made those.
We did.
Those are fresh.
You don't have to buy them. You can make them at home.
I mean, those are, and you cut them in strips?
Cut them in strips. You deep fry them. A little more than you would, if you were making for enchiladas. So you want to have them nice and crispy. And while you're doing that, you can sample the salsa. Okay. And then you have a little sour cream, a little bit more cheese. This dish actually is has a little cheesy back flavor to it. Okay. So what I've done is I've cut our avocado, and then of course, try not to hurt yourself. And you remove.
I'm glad you're doing that, not me.
And you remove that.
It's not that smooth when I do it at home.
Whoops. Well, there it goes. Then you can turn it over, and you'll want to slice it just in thin little slices.
Okay. And this is just garnish.
This is just for garnish. And in this case, because of the because it's nice and firm, it's not a mushy avocado, it will stay nicely together.
These are easy. I can do garnish, and I can throw things in a pot. But having your product line to make this, that's the hard part for me. I don't think I would go to all the trouble to whip up the green chili or the red chili and then make the dish.
Right. Well, and a lot of people, if you have time, absolutely carry on the tradition of making green chili, red chili. If you don't have a lot of time, then use our product. So, are you ready for some samples? Let's do it.
I'm so ready.
Here you go.
Where's my bowl?
Right there on your
right here.
So
I'm glad you're here.
Just trying to keep things straight for us. So this was prepared.
Now, how long did you simmer this or cook this for?
Actually, last night we probably worked on this 30 minutes or so.
So you can make this ahead of time.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
you can also make it in the crock pot. That's a whole different thing. You'll
brilliant.
have to look at that online.
Yeah, when you've got kids and a family and you want to come home, that's brilliant. That's an easy way to do it.
All right, so here we go. We'll put a tiny bit in there. Now look at all that wonderful chicken.
That bright, beautiful orange. I mean, the cream with your Cervantes red chili.
Right.
That's beautiful. Just vibrant, bright, like a New Mexico sunset,
We'll add a little bit. Let's add a little bit of cheese. Just a little tiny bit of cheese. I know you like more cheese than not, but
you and I have this. We go
we go round and round with how much is
cheese,
too much.
Yeah, and you take a little away.
Exactly.
We work well together.
I know. You want to add your tortilla strips, make it kind of pretty. Okay.
The crunch, add that crunch.
The little crunch. You want to add your, let's get that over there. You want to add your avocado just to give a little bit of color. And then you can garnish with just a little tiny sprig of cilantro.
How pretty.
And there you are.
Now this is something you can make at home, but it's just, a wonderful, just creative, something you would never think of by yourself,
Exactly.
So, I gotta get some of that avocado in my bite. Creamy.
Creamy. Nice.
Oh,
again,
so good.
Comfort food, and it's a year-round dish.
And the freshness. The chicken, everything, it tastes just so fresh, so good. And you guys are good.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Wow, what a treat.
Enjoy.
Gotta try this recipe.